Hey everybody, it's Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Albert and Otto grabbing the Collector achievement. This is to find all the fragments, which is the first type of collectible in the game. Starting off with Chapter 1, you are going to get to this rickety old bridge right here, very close to the start. Make sure you grab it. This one's really hard to miss since it's right there. So next one, you are going to go platforming for the first time, and this one is pretty unmissable as well as long as you jump straight up. Right after that, you're going to push this crate down, and then you're supposed to push it into the spikes to make yourself a little platform. But as you can see right here, this one's also pretty unmissable because you have to go through this tree in order to get to the other side. So make sure you grab that right before your first mailbox. This is right after the tutorial that teaches you how to shoot. You're going to jump on these giant swing sets right here, make your way across, and then once you get up here, make sure you grab this. Right at the start of Chapter 2, you're going to get Otto off of this tree branch right here. You want to drop straight down, and next to this bird is going to be your next fragment. Then you want to drop down again, and then you have to do a little bit of backtracking. So if you remember on your way to get Otto, you probably noticed a fragment in the background, and you can't get that until you get the double jump, which you get after getting Otto. So just double jump to get it across that branch. So you're going to make your way across these platforms. You should notice this broken tower in the background right here. So what you want to do is you want to jump to this ledge and then jump back onto the tower, and then use your double jump to grab the collectible in midair. After that gear, you are going to get to this swing set right here. You're supposed to push this crate down, but what you want to do is you want to push this onto the push button, and then if you jump on top of it, you can jump and make it to this island right here. This is the factory that you have to turn the gears on. Before you do anything, you want to jump down and then grab this. This one's really missable because if you extend the bridge before getting it, you are going to have a hard time trying to pick it up later since you have to go around. Next one is going to be when you are on the moving island. What you want to do is you want to set your buddy down on the left side, and then you want to stand on the right button. Raise this thing until you see the bird, shoot the bird, and then you want to have this thing leveled. Pick up your buddy so you can get the double jump, and then you want to double jump onto this ledge right here and grab the next collectible. Alright, moving on to Chapter 3, you're going to be making your way through this cave right here. This is one of the first machines you have to activate, so what you want to do is you want to step on it, get the gate out of the way, and you just want to drop straight down, and you can kind of see the collectible right there. It's blocked by the foreground a bit, so be a little careful. So make sure you pick that up. Moving on, this is right here when you have to do the timing puzzle. You have to jump in midair, let go of your buddy, stand on the middle button, and wait till the ball comes down, and then immediately drop down to the bottom button. As soon as the ball is in place and opens up the gate, jump over to the platform, pick up your buddy, and then you can inch your way over and then grab the collectible right there. Moving on to Chapter 4, this is after you get your force powers. Move this crate out of the way, which you need to climb up the ledge, but there will be a collectible right behind it. This is after you make your first pyramid of crates to get up onto the higher ledge. What you want to do is, once you get up there, you're supposed to use your force powers to bring the crates up so you can make it across the platform, but instead what you want to do is you want to build a tower and try to get this collectible. So just stack them up and just jump on one and then just double jump to grab it in the tree. Then we have this part, this other mechanical area. You need to use your buddy to hit the switch to flip this open. But before you do that, make sure you jump on this ledge. Use your force powers to grab the crate, pop it down on the spikes, and then you can actually grab this while trying to land on it. After that, this is going to be when you meet the wolf for the first time. Instead of fighting him, you want to jump to the left. You're supposed to grab that sheep to distract him. But instead, what you want to do is you want to jump on top of the sheep, and in this tree right here is going to be your next collectible. And the last one for Chapter 4 is right when you drop down. Instead of heading to the right, you want to head underneath the platform where the wolf is. You can kind of see him up there eating the sheep, but the collectible will be in this back corner. Moving on to Chapter 5, you're going to be underground right here. This is after you flip that switch. You're going to jump on the bed and then make sure you grab this here. This is right before the seesaw part. This is when you have the moving crane thing, so make sure you move this right here. Then have your buddy flip the switch back on to move this across. You're basically trying to get the crate and then move it back to the left side, but behind the crate is going to be your next collectible right here under the barbed wire. Moving on to Chapter 6, this is the puzzle that involves you going back and forth between this body of water to open up the gate. This is on the last thing you have to grab, which is this rock to finally get the gate open. Above the rock is going to be your first collectible, and then the next couple are going to be during the stream part. So the first one is going to be next to gate 1. After you grab that box, make sure you jump up and then get the collectible. Pop it on to the button, and then move on to the second gate where you have to dunk the rock into the tube. Then you can jump on this tower and then get it in the corner. Next one is going to be right here. This is the first sliding gate. So once you pick up the box, you want to drop it on here and then drop your buddy down to flip the switch on, but there will be the collectible right here, right next to the gate. This is after you use your buddy to turn on the gate with the seesaw. This one is going to be right before the bird. Kill the bird first and then grab the collectible, or else you will die, and that always sucks. And then finally, the last two in Chapter 7. First one is going to be when you burn the plank right here in the cave using the sheep. That should lower the rocks down. And then which one do you want to jump up here and then keep jumping up, and this one's going to be right here in the corner. And the final one is going to be during the last boss fight against the dragon. This is in the middle of the ride. Before grabbing the sheep, just jump straight up onto these platforms. Grab that. That should be all 26. There's the achievement, 100 gamer score. And that's all there is to it.